Hi and welcome back to the channel. On this video right here, I want to show the absolute simplest way to transfer carpet to vinyl. By all means, there's no way it can get any easier than this. So I just wanted to point it out because I got several other videos on how to do it. So as you can see, I'm just cutting what I need here to work. I'm going to leave just a little bit. I got tack strip on the sides and I want to leave enough carpet to where I can tuck in there. So as you can see, I got just a little bit munch on my wall right there, which is going to tuck in there perfect. Speaking of, I don't have my packer. Anyway, the part flat here I can cut off flush because I don't want to pack it up, so I'm going to cut that off flush right there. But the part where there's tack strip, I want to leave a little bit extra. And the door, it's right here, it's going to close right there. So you can see right where I got my tack strip. See where the tack strip, the door is going to close right against that. So that's where I stop my tack strip and my pad, straight across there. So I want to go maybe 3/4 of an inch or so over that. When I make my cut, I'm going to guide myself right here, right by the edge of this. I'm going to come right from the edge of this, and I'm going to come over about maybe 3/4 of an inch. And that's what I'm going to go by. And I'm just going to make my cut. I'm going to look, what I'm doing, I'm looking right down through here, and I'm just going to hold up on it and cut it. If I need to do any trimming, I will, which it actually looks like it might have turned out okay. So now I got about 3/4 of an inch right there, and I got about 3/4 of an inch right there. Now if you'll notice, see how far my pad is underneath there? What I got going on there, maybe an inch back with my pad all the way across there. See that? Okay. Now, this is a pretty fat carpet, so it looks long sticking over there like that, but it's not really that long. Anyway, now I'm just going to take my electric staple gun and put a few staples in that. But if I was stretching up to it or whatever, I would want to stretch it, cut it, then tack it. But since I am going to start and stretch that way, away from it, I don't have to do anything to it. I got it cut. I can go ahead and shoot me some staples in right there. And if you're not a professional and you're a DIY person and you don't have one of these staple guns, you can by all means, if you just do a little project, this transition will work for pretty much any kind of flooring. It'll work if you're doing laminate, wood, anything, it'll work for that. But I'm just demonstrating it today with vinyl. So this is what it looks like right here. And I got this at Lowe's. It's about $7 for a 6-foot stick. I typically don't use this kind of metal just because I typically don't use metal, period. I like a look like that myself, so I usually don't use this, but in this case I'm going to for the sake of the video. There's my stair tool. So let me go ahead and clean these edges up with my stair tool real quick, make it nice and pretty there. Okay, so what I want to do is just measure this, what I need right here. And it looks like about 28 and an eighth. So, what I was getting at a while ago, if you don't have a staple gun, go ahead and mark your piece out. Let me get this done. I'm getting ahead of myself here. 28 and an eighth. Okay, that looks pretty good. And if you'll notice right here, I'm about 2 inches from the end, pretty close to it. I got a nail hole right there. Just to keep it professional, I like to try to even those out. So I'm about 20, and I'm going to go right here. So that's not going to be too far off, so I'm going to be okay with that. That's like, now if I was way up like this far here, and then I had one this close to the end here, and I had to cut it way up here, naturally I would want to scoot up and make my cut where it would even the holes out just a little bit on each side, just to keep it looking pretty. But anyway, this is pretty close, so I'm going to go with that. And it was 28 1/8, so I'm going to put my little mark right there. Just an average pair of 10 snips is what I'm going to use to cut this. And you can use a hacksaw if you got one and a miter box, but I just prefer to use my 10 snips. It makes it a little flat right there on the corner, so I always take my 10 snips and just bend it right back over there like it needs to be. And if you'll look, this thing has like a bevel right here, a slant that goes down. This thing has like a flat spot and then a slant that goes down. The flat spot is going to go on the higher side, whether that be LVP or laminate, or in this case carpet. Whatever is higher, you want to put the flat part on that and let this slope go down to your lower floor. So with that being said, I'm going to push all this fiber away. And now that I got this cut, and it's a pretty good fit right there, I'm okay with that. So if I did not have a staple gun, for instance, like I was saying a while ago, I would take and just set this here, and you can just take any kind of nails, so long as you don't put a nail right where that nail is going to be. You can just drive some nails in the edge of your carpet, you know, so long as it's close enough to the edge of the carpet that it's going to cover when you put this on there. So now that I've got this cut, I want to look at my nail holes right here, and if I did not have an electric staple gun, I would want to place this, say, right there, that way I could see. And any kind of nails will work, whether they be these nails that come with the metal or just any kind of nails. You could actually nail this down so long as you get it close enough to the edge of your carpet. You wouldn't want to do it back here, obviously. You can do it up here on the edge. That way when you put your metal there, your nail marks will cover up. But you want to put your metal here first, that way you can see, and you won't accidentally put a nail right here in the carpet and then have your nail right there, because then you're going to, when you drive this nail that matches the metal in, then you're going to hit that nail. So if you don't have a tacker, you can nail it down, but just cut your metal first. That way you can see where to nail it, okay? So this is, since this is fat carpet and the Napa's all out, what I'm going to do is just kind of slide it back like that. And I want to stop it right about the edge right there, right about the edge over there. So I'm going to go ahead and drive one nail in each end. Okay, I got a couple little pieces of carpet sticking out there. And I'm going to pull back the same way and line it right up right there on this end. What I'm doing, I'm going straight. I'm going straight with the edge of my door jamb right there. Straight with the edge of my door jamb right there, okay? That's what I'm doing. Because this is going to be, this piece of metal is going to be directly underneath the door whenever the door is up, is what we're shooting for, okay? Any of those fibers that you see sticking out there, you want to push them in there. I'll do that when I get this almost all the way down. Okay, now I'm going to take and push them in there. Okay. And this metal did come with these nails. It came with a pack of nails, so you don't have to buy those separate. And just want to make sure you keep your nap tucked underneath there. Careful not to cut your vinyl. And you want to know when to stop, okay? You don't want to hit these down too much, or you're going to have little divots like that in your metal. You want to stop while it's nice and flat, where you don't have any dips. You don't want to bend your metal up, because you're hitting the nail, you're sinking the nails too far, okay? So just kind of use your judgment on that, and there you go. That's the easiest way to do it. I don't know any easier way to finish off carpet to vinyl, or you can use this, like I said, laminate to carpet, hardwood to vinyl, anything. You can use this type of transition to anything from anything. So that should help a lot of people out on their do-it-yourselfers or your rental properties or whatever, because this is such a simple transition. Again, thank you for watching. FBSB is out.